Okay, there's my 05R.
Oh, it's long wheelbase.
Yes.
And it matches, funny that. not as long.
So, if you put this on the zero line of the 25, which is there, and you match it up with the centre of the motor, which is
on the 30, 5 centimetres back, roughly a bit more.
Yeah, just a bit
Just
more.
over.
So it's probably 52 mil. Now let's
All right,
see.
do that with the 07.
About the same. Maybe slightly further back. But remember that it can move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about the same.
Yeah.
So all right. So there's
So
virtually
the relationship between the
motor
front axle and the motor.
is exactly the same virtually.
Yeah.
And we already know that the positioning vertically is virtually the same too.
The battery potentially is slightly further back.
You reckon?
So
Hang on, leave it there. No. Put it back on the line. So there. So where does the battery start? About there?
Yeah. I would say, if anything, the battery looks further forward on the M05.
Yeah. It's further
So
back
it's
on
further
that.
back on that.
Yeah.
On the M07.
right, so the battery's further back on the M07, but the motor and the front axle are virtually identical. And as we said, the vertical positioning in the Z-axis is the same too. So
Whereas the servo is slightly more forward, possibly on the. Hang on.
On the M05, yeah.
Is it on the M05?
I can't help it.
No, I reckon it might be slightly more forward there.
On here?
No, here. Slightly more towards the front of the chassis.
No.
No?
Oh, there's the screws there.
Yeah. And that's where they're going to go.
It's further back on here.
So the weight's more distributed, I guess.
The centre
So
of
it'd be
gravity
interesting.
could be lower because it hasn't got these bits up high. These two tiny bits of plastic aren't up high.
They're going to make all the difference.
Oh yeah.
So
And look, the knuckles here are right up there, above the centre line of the axle, but here they're up there and down there, so they're lower.
the bottom line here is that the actual positioning of the major components really
Hasn't budged.
has barely moved, if at anything.
And if you look at the thickness of the chassis on the M05 V2, just below the motor there,
It's thinner.
it's thinner on this than it is on the M07,
Yeah.
which means the motor is lower down on this. And the battery.
So
There's a lower
in
centre
terms
of
of
gravity.
weight distribution and everything, that there's going to be almost nothing in it.
I would think the M05 would be better.
The only possible advantage is going to be in the suspension with the different arms. Let's do it. Isn't it ironic that the only interesting part of the whole thing is now, and hardly anyone's watching it now,
Yeah. Well,
because this is the bit that actually matters. Because
they should have logged on now.
this is what we wanted to know. Well,
What am I measuring?
Hinge pin.
should probably take it from the centre of the
Hinge
hinge
pin to the
yeah.
edge of the axle.
Yeah.
Bit wider.
Yeah, so this is like 5 mil wider, isn't it?
The front arms are definitely longer,
Yeah.
and the pivot point for the outer pivot point is out further. So
Yeah, well, you've got like 20 mil for the between centres for that, and then, well, it's quite a bit. The pivot point is 32 mil on that, so there's 12 mil difference in the pivot points.
Just in the arms.
So there's-
there you go.
some significant difference in suspension.
Well, what's the back?
But
mate?
whether that translates to anything on the track,
Yeah. Well, there's only one way to find out.
Well, it's 30 mil. It's not as pronounced on the back. It's more on the front. It's 34. It's only like 4 mil on the back. I know the dog is more interesting.
I'm just trying to see what bits he's got, but
no, he's just got the bits of sprue with nothing left. So
What do you think the toe in is? 2 degrees?
yeah, probably. Nice thing though is you can adjust it with the shims at the back if you really want to. It's infinitely adjustable. You don't have to have a different set of uprights for every angle you want.
yeah, just one set of uprights. You just change all that.
Yeah, but that's what I had on the M03. It just changed as it felt like. Variable toe in.
During the race.
All the slot.
So this will be interesting.
Does that mean we built a whole car in
Well,
2 hour and a half? No,
Yeah.
2.5.
2.5 hours.
2.5
well,
hours.
we would have done it quicker, but you had to redo a number of things.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to have to redo at least 2 things.
That's
What,
all right.
mine or
Could-
yours?
that way
Yours.
You'll learn about
Oh, the wheelbase.
You'll learn about the
Yes.
things that you didn't know about
That's
because
right.
he was doing them anyway. So, well, that's about it.
Cool.
Excellent.
Oh, have you got a motor that's out of its box
Yes.
that we can just shove in there?
See how far
Yeah.
the width is. Yeah.
See if it's further across. That would be the only other thing worth
We
checking.
don't know where the motor plate is on here from the bottom, do we? Not
It's
from
the black
bottom.
one.
Yeah,
It is
but
the motor
not
plate.
from. Is it on that line?
You
Hard
can
to
see
say.
where it.
Ooh. Holy cow.
That's interesting.
That's all right.
You'd have to run through the new cookie bars.
I think the new cookie bar, they've got to put them on after the motor. Oh, fun times. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Hang on.
Just take the dealie off. There.
Just loosen that one. Can it pivot around?
And welcome to Mr. Jay Dixon,
gotta take
who
it
is
out.
also watching.
He's joined just now.
He left it till the last minute. It's still on, isn't it?
That's all right. No, that should. Oh no, it won't. No.
Oh,
It's keyed.
would you like some keys?
Yes. Boy, is that all the way in, or is it jamming up
No,
against
that's all the way in.
Bottom me out.
Whoa.
Oh, that's like a
That's,
bought one.
yeah, like a
Wow.
glove.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that motor's not going to get knocked out because
Jeez.
that's holding it in.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your transponder?
Where is your transponder? Dude.
Super muggers on the back too.
Ooh, super muggers.
They were dialed.
You don't even need motor screws.
No. So, what do we...
Well, you need to measure from the centre line
Yeah.
to the outer point of the motor.
Oh, what's the centre line on this one?
Well, be creative.
It's about 40 mil.
That's 44.2. Jeez.
The centre line is here.
Yeah. It's about the same, isn't it?
Yeah. Everything, same, but different.
No.
Okay, so not
It
even-
should be pretty close.
because looking at that, you'd think that the motor was further over, but
I think it's just
it's
because the
deceptive
chassis
because
is
it
wider.
just covers
Yeah.
so much more.
It'd be interesting to see if the old motors will fit in there because I thought they might be slightly longer.
Oh, maybe.
So there you have it. Job done.
Yeah. I scored a new motor because I'm not taking it out.
Yeah.
Take that motor out, you bastard. That's my new motor. Oh. Oh. That's really impressive. Now, Tim's reduced to doing really crap party tricks. Well, that's about it then, people. It's
No questions.
It's very interesting. There doesn't appear to be a vast amount different. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, just looking at it, you don't think it would make any difference on the track.
No. I mean, there was
stiffness and stuff might be slightly different,
But
just
you know,
because it's a one-piece
just
chassis.
one-piece chassis made of a different material.
Definitely easier to work on, I guess, to change gears and stuff.
Yeah.
If you
It's
have
not
to.
easy to change arms
No.
Well, yeah.
or
well,
change motors.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Definitely not easy to change motors. Teching's going to be fun.
yeah. Checking the 22th pinion will be interesting.
Mm.
It's very different. Whether it's
Whether it's
better in terms of performance,
we-
I don't
we
know.
We need track time. That's the only way.
It's new. It's always got to be better.
No,
Some people sitting at this table who worship at the altar of the
new is
M03.
never better. The M03 is 20 years old and it's not 20 years behind. It's still competitive.
Lynette has asked thoughts about where we can add weight in the car.
You're right up high there.
Yeah.
You can put it right up high there, obviously.
You can add some between the
There's space in
the
the
bottom
back.
there. There's heaps of room in there.
What about here? You can put flat lead along there.
You can put flat lead
along
underneath
there, underneath the electronics.
Yeah, it's certainly not as easy to add weight as it is.
What about on the top of the bumper?
On the top
Yeah.
of the bumper, probably in between there, you could probably cut out a bit of the bumper.
Yeah.
Because there's another bumper underneath.
Yeah,
Bumper dumper. I can put lead in there, I
Yeah,
reckon.
it'll fall out, but you can.
well, if he puts it in, yes.
Well, maybe we should, because of the lower centre of gravity that it allegedly has, we might not need all that extra lead. We can reduce the minimum weight to 1,000 grams.
I'll get back to you on that. Actually, that will be interesting to see what it weighs
Weighs
once
in
it's got electronics
once it's
in
fully
it,
loaded.
so
Yeah.
don't
That's
know.
interesting too, because I haven't weighed that one,
Okay.
and it hasn't got much lead in it.
I know
Yeah.
what mine was. The M05 V2, M05M, which I built last week because the evil one was evil.
Yeah.
1420.
Okay.
With
sure.
the with
If
the
it was
7,000
1422, it'd be
packing.
3XY. Okay. Well, I know, mine will be fine because it's got the enormous great Simon Jesty 60 gram.
The 65
Yeah.
gram bumper.
Yeah. That's probably why it had a lot of
Scott
lot
Jean.
of traction.
Simon Jesty didn't make that.
Oh, okay.
He can't. I mean, he's a top bloke.
For a,
He works at Holden. He doesn't work for Brass Bumpers Unlimited. That's the Scott James bumper. Brass bumper.
yeah.
Limited edition.
Excellent. Gentlemen,
There you go.
I believe we've completed our task.
Job done.
Thanks to everyone who was stupid enough to watch for a while.
There you can go back to watching Father Brown.
Yeah. What are you checking now?
The shock towers.
See if you can reuse his shock towers.
You want to use the blue carbon on the new one.
True.
but
It wouldn't be legal.
Why not?
It doesn't say M07 on the header card.
Oh. Neither do the wheel nuts.
Oh well, so much for that. All right, we've had enough. I want to get rid of these bastards out of my house, and Milo needs to go to sleep. We shall say goodbye to everyone. Sorry about the video lag. We can't do anything about that. Not
Well,
really
now
sure
we can't.
why it happened, but we're stuck with that. Hopefully, we talked enough crap to keep you entertained.
It kept us
So-
awake.
Yeah, kept us awake. And we've still got quite a few choc chip cookies. Were they any good, Tim?
Oh, I need some more.
Yeah.
Hand some over.
Yeah, I thought
Take
you
some
might.
travellers.
Yeah.
Some travellers. All right, if that's the case, we shall disappear now. Cheerio, everyone.
All the best.
We'll catch you at the track.